Lucas was born in a small town where opportunities were limited. His parents worked hard but struggled to make ends meet. Growing up, Lucas never had the latest toys or gadgets. Instead, he had curiosity, books from the local library, and a determination to change his life. At school, Lucas wasn't the smartest student in the room, but he was observant. He noticed how successful students studied, how they managed time, and how they set goals. So, he decided to copy those habits. Little by little, his grades improved. However, it wasn't just about academics. Lucas faced bullying for being too quiet, for not having fancy clothes, or for dreaming big. Instead of giving up, Lucas began writing in a journal every night. It became a habit. He wrote down what happened that day, what he learned, what made him sad, and what gave him hope. That journal became his secret weapon. It helped him stay focused and reflect deeply. While others played video games, he read stories of inventors, leaders, and athletes. He was fascinated by how ordinary people became extraordinary. In his final year of school, Lucas participated in a public speaking competition. At first, he was terrified. His hands shook, his voice cracked, and he nearly forgot his speech. But something strange happened. The crowd didn't laugh, they listened. And when he finished, they clapped. For the first time, Lucas felt something powerful: belief. That moment became a turning point. He began practicing public speaking every week. He watched TED Talks, studied body language, and rehearsed in front of a mirror. His confidence grew. He joined a youth leadership group and started volunteering at a community center. There, he helped younger kids with homework, led group discussions, and inspired others with his story. His grades and social skills caught the attention of his teachers, who recommended him for a national scholarship. The scholarship required an essay and an interview. Lucas stayed up for nights writing his story, the real story, not about perfect achievements, but about overcoming fear, building habits, and never giving up. That story won him the scholarship. Lucas moved to a big city for university. At first, everything was overwhelming: the crowd, the culture, the speed of life. He felt small again, like he did in childhood. But he remembered his old habits: observe, learn, act. He joined clubs, introduced himself to strangers, and found part-time work to support his expenses. Sometimes he failed, but he never quit. One evening, while working at a coffee shop, he met a young entrepreneur named Maya. She was impressed by his work ethic and offered him a chance to intern at her startup. Lucas accepted immediately. He didn't know much about business, but he was willing to learn. For months, he worked late hours, asked questions, and even made mistakes, but he kept improving. Maya became his mentor. She taught him how to build a brand, talk to clients, and handle pressure. Lucas grew into a confident young professional. Soon, he started getting his own clients, small at first, then bigger. He realized he enjoyed helping businesses grow. By the time he graduated, Lucas had saved enough to launch his own small marketing agency. Starting a business wasn't easy. There were months with no income, clients who didn't pay, and endless self-doubt. But Lucas remembered the journal he had kept since childhood. He continued to write every night. He wrote down client feedback, new ideas, and lessons from failure. That habit grounded him. He also hired a small team, people like him, passionate and hungry to grow. Together they created unique marketing campaigns. Lucas focused on small businesses because he understood their struggle. His company slowly gained a reputation for being honest, creative, and effective. Within 2 years, they were working with national brands. Lucas became a guest speaker at events. Ironically, the boy who once feared public speaking was now inspiring thousands. He was featured in magazines, invited to mentor startups, and eventually published a book titled From Zero to Hero. The book became a bestseller and was translated into multiple languages. Despite his success, Lucas never forgot where he came from. He returned to his town and started a youth foundation. The foundation offered books, mentorship, and scholarships to underprivileged students. He personally mentored 10 students every year. Many of them, inspired by Lucas, went on to achieve great things. During an interview, a journalist asked, "What's the secret to your success?" Lucas smiled and said, "There's no secret, just three things: observe, write, and never give up." He continued, "People think success comes from talent or luck, but most of the time it's about daily habits, learning from failure, and helping others grow with you." Lucas's story became a symbol of hope, not just for his town, but for anyone who ever felt like they didn't belong. Through his words, his actions, and his unstoppable spirit, he proved that with consistency and kindness, anyone can become a hero.